Okay, personal practice. What's yours? When you look in the mirror, what do you see reflecting back at yourself? Do you like what you see? This is a way for you to get 30 minutes of personal practice in when you have the time. You don't always have the time, but you can find 30 minutes a week. And what are you going to do to fill up that time frame so that you get the most out of your investment into yourself? You know, it's said that we don't become proficient or expert at something until we've hit 10,000 hours. All these 30-minute workouts are going to add up to give you that proficient status. And this is what you can do when you've got 30 minutes to dedicate to yourself. It's going to be different for every person because you're going to want to customize it to what you want to work on, what you want to improve on. But these are some skills and some techniques that you can use to get going and you're finding your own practice. Set the timer. Do it for 30 minutes. What I start with, you've probably all done it before, fast footwork. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Sole roll stop. Snappy. Touch on top. Push, cut, push, cut, push, cut, push, cut. Okay, that's the fast footwork. Now it's time to start striking the ball. Find that sweet spot. On the ball. Play tennis with yourself with the soccer ball. Work on proper form. You know what? You know how. Switch over to the non-dominant. If you don't have a wall, you can start juggling. Knees, feet. If you get bored of chasing it, you can just kick it to yourself and catch. You can walk all around the space. Juggle. One touch. Maybe you can switch it to 1, 2. And you can come back. You can go foot to head. You can go knee to foot, catch. All these juggling basics will help you develop into a soccer player that has a really good feel for controlling the ball. Okay, next is the fun part. Next is the part you're probably going to want to do all the time anyways, and it's shooting on goal. But you can get more scientific than just the ball in the net. So this is that training. Always remember the fundamentals when you're shooting. Those fundamentals include watching yourself on video. You might record yourself going through this basic mechanics of shooting. You take a plant step that's a foot distance away from the ball, and you line it up with the arch of your foot, counterbalance with your other arm, and wrap your leg around your butt, keep your toe pointed and your ankle locked, and follow through. So, once you've recorded yourself in those mechanics, watch yourself and you'll self-correct. Now next, we're going to work on accuracy, because being able to place the ball is what's very important when you're shooting. So just start with the 1 step, or 0 step we call this, and aim for the 4 corners of the net. We're going to go lower right because that's the easiest first. Score. Rate yourself, rank yourself. Now I'm going to go upper V because it's basically the same thing, just lifted. Boom, got it. Next, lower V, got it. And finally, upper V. Not bad. Practice those 4 locations and you'll be much better at finding the back of the net. Okay, now once you're bored with shooting on net, which for some of you might not ever happen, the next thing you're going to want to do is create opportunities so that you can have more shots on net. So working backwards, you're going to want to move to working on your moves. Okay, when I'm working on my moves, I like to have a single cone represent a single defender. And you might not have a cone, but I'm certain you have something that'll work as a cone. And what I do is I hone in the distance at which I start my move. So knowing that the defender is actually dynamic instead of static and moving towards me, I can adjust accordingly. And this helps me vision also better in games. So this move is going to be the most basic for me, which is the fake inside, cut outside. So prep touch, fake inside, cut outside, and boom. I'm here to open myself up to strike on the net. Next, I'm going to work on all my moves, not just my favorite move. So the next one is the scissor kick. Prep touch, scissor kick, pull. We've got the Cruyff. So I'm going to give myself a prep touch. Cruyff to the left. Boom, I've got a shot with my left foot. Okay. I'm going to make sure I'm really good at all my moves. My next move is an overlap. Prep touch, overlap, cut out, and strike on net. Great. Okay. What other moves do you have? I like just the same old change speed, change direction, rope-a-dope with my shield, because I'm going to be shielding a lot throughout the game. If I just go slow and then I go fast, then I can create space to take a shot. Okay, final move for me to practice today is the double scissor. Prep touch, double scissor, boom, out. It's really almost like 3 moves in one. After your moves, what's next? Of course, defending, of course. But how do you work on defending when you're the only person at practice? Well, we've got our cone again. And in this scenario, you're going to get really good at circling your defender and controlling the ball while shielding. In this drill, you're still going to recognize that cone as a defender, and you're just going to continue to shield around them, seeing how fast you can go in a circle, how few pulls you can use to go around that defender. And then you're going to go the other way, around the other way, making sure to keep your body between the ball and the cone. Because if you don't, then the defender is going to get it. But if you keep the ball far enough away from the defender and continue to move in a circle, you'll get better and faster at moving around defenders. Same thing with your non-dominant foot. Okay? Shield, keep that arm up. That arm's the thing that keeps him away from you. Both directions. See how fast you can do that. Okay. Next. Are you watching your clock? Do you still have more time? That time's for you. Get the most out of that time. And build the body with push-ups. Good push-ups. And sit-ups. Good sit-ups.
Lots of sit-ups. Supermans. Make sure that body's strong and you're able to use it. They say a good defender is a firm defender. A good defense is a firm defense. You got to firm up your body so that you can apply it on the field of play. If you want to use this body temple as a weapon in the soccer field, you've got to treat it that way. You've got to sharpen the weapon. You've got to oil the weapon. You've got to take the weapon apart and put it back together. And once you understand that weapon end to end, it's going to be more reliable for you in the field. That's just one analogy of why it's important to have a personal practice. Your personal practice defines you, who you are, and your own identity. You can make this personal practice about anything you want. It doesn't have to be about soccer. You can transition this little 30-minute workout that you put together, that you designed for yourself, for any sport, for any academia, for any career or personal development advancement. Take it upon yourself to create some space, some time that's just for you, that's for no one else. When you have that opportunity, maybe you have to schedule it out on your calendar and able to get it for yourself. You'll see recognizable changes in the mirror when you look back at yourself. Take it upon yourself because nobody else is going to do it for you. I'll see you next time.